Yo, what's good, my people? How y'all doing? Welcome back to another episode. Today we're back in the kitchen again, and today we're gonna make some beef patties. All right. This recipe is kind of good now in the fall. I hope y'all ready for the fall coming in right now. Everything's getting a little bit chilly, so we need this food that makes us hot and warm and picks us up, right? Some fall food, all right? So today I'm making beef patties, and I'm going to show y'all how I make my beef patties, all right? Y'all ready to get cooking with me today? If so, let's go! Okay guys, so these are the ingredients that I'm going to use. It's quite a lot of spices, but I'm just experimenting today, so I'm going to see how much of everything I'm going to use. But anyway, here are the ingredients. I'm going to use some beet, because I still have it and I have to eat it from the garden, and might as well use it. I'm going to have some bell pepper, some carrots, some what's it called, garlic, some onion, some butter, and of course some beef, minced beef. I'm going to use some crushed tomatoes, and also some tomato paste. All right. Okay, so I'm also going to use some oyster sauce, some soy sauce, and some rapeseed oil to fry stuff up. And I'm also going to use some butter, all right? Some butter. And I'm also going to use some butter, all right? Okay, so check out the spices I'm going to use. I'm going to use some chili flakes. I'm going to use some paprika, some cumin, some curry. I'm going to use some turmeric, also some garam masala, some thyme, some Vigenta, that's all-purpose seasoning, and we're also using some nutmeg, alright? And we're of course using some flour to make the patties, and we'll also be needing some baking soda, alright? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is make 6 patties, yeah? So I'm gonna need 6 deciliters of flour. Then I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of baking soda. Yep, there we go. I'm also gonna add some salt, about a teaspoon. I'm gonna add some black pepper, half a teaspoon maybe. I'm gonna add some turmeric. Yep, I add some turmeric up in here, about a teaspoon as well, like so. And also I'm adding some curry, about a teaspoon as well, all right, up in there. Okay, so now it's time for some butter. I'm gonna add in about 50 grams. Of this butter, and I'm gonna cut it into small pieces. Okay, like so. And what I'm gonna do now is just mix this all together. Just make sure all this butter, what's it called? All this butter loosens up. Crush all the butter. Like when you're making chapati. When I'm done crushing all the butter, I'm going to add some water and work it into a dough. Then I'm going to work it into a dough. Like that. I think we're there. Okay, so now what we got to do is make this into a dough. Alright. So I add some water. And start mixing this around. Now I think I can use my hands. I added about 2 deciliters of water. No, not even that. I added about 1 deciliter of water. 1.5 cups. Okay, so now we're gonna make this into a dough. Okay, my people, now the dough is ready. Looking like this right now. Okay, it's a good dough. So now we gotta let this dough rest. All right, we're gonna let this dough rest for about maybe an hour, half an hour, an hour. All right, so I put it in there. And cover it up with some foil. All right, so it's covered up with some foil. So the dough is covered up right there with some foil, and I'm gonna let this rest for about half an hour to an hour. All right. Okay, so now it's time to start with filling. So I'm gonna start cooking the minced meat, the minced beef. Pouring some rapeseed oil that I'm gonna fry it up with. All right, guys. So as you can see, I've cut up the greens. I got the onions here. I got 1 piece of garlic clove in here. I got the carrots in here, the bell pepper, and the beet, yeah? So I'm gonna add these into the food processor, like so. So now I got everything up in here. Now we're gonna mix this. Like that. Check out how it looks now, guys. You see the mix of the greens, yeah? I don't want it too mushy, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of water, like that, just to help mix it up, yeah? Then I'm gonna keep mixing it again. There we go. Okay. Look at how it looks, guys. Looks great, doesn't it? So now I'm just gonna add a little bit of flavors up in here. I'll be adding some turmeric, about half a teaspoon. That should be cool. I'm gonna add some salt, about a teaspoon. Yeah, about a teaspoon, right? I'm gonna add some cumin, just a pinch. I'm gonna add some Garam Masala, right? A little bit of curry up in there, about a teaspoon, half a teaspoon. I'm gonna add some nutmeg. No, actually not yet. But I'm gonna add some thyme though. Right? Some thyme up in there, about half a teaspoon, yeah? That should be cool. So let's mix that up. There we go. So I want to mix it a bit in here. Get all this stuff down that's not down, so it gets some flavor as well. Okay, like that. I'm also gonna add a little bit of water because it's looking a bit dry. That should be cool. All right, let's see. Okay, and we are done. We're done, my people. Let me just smell this. Smelling nice. Look, I took the whole beet up in there. Look all the red color it brought. This is gonna be mad healthy. Nice for the blood. All right, guys. Now I think that what's it called? The pan is ready. The oil is hot. So I'm gonna add this mixture I made. Yeah. Start cooking that. Let's see. Yep, it's ready. Oh, smelling great, guys. Smelling great. So I'll just add this mix into the pan and start cooking there. All right. And I gotta be honest, if I didn't have the beet, I would use some other greens, yeah? It's not really important what greens you use. The bell pepper and the carrots would be enough actually. Just add something, whatever you have. Yeah, just you got some greens. Look how lovely that red is looking in the pan. Okay. Smelling lovely, y'all. So now what we gotta do is just cook this for a while. Okay? And in a minute I'm gonna add the minced meat. Yeah, so how you like that? Get up on this! Ding, 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 ding. Cooking it like this, reducing the water, yeah, reducing all the water. Okay, and we're soon gonna add the minced meat. Okay guys, so now I've been cooking this mixture for about 5-7 minutes and reduced all the water. So now I'm going in with the minced meat, the minced beef up in here. Time to cook that, so I just put it in there. Alright. So just something like that. So now what I'm gonna do is add a little bit of salt in there, and also some garlic powder. A little bit, just a pinch, like that. And I'm gonna cook this. Keep cooking this. I'm also gonna add a little bit of a little chili flakes, not too much, okay? Because I'm not the only one gonna eat this. I bet other people are gonna wanna try. So, just a little bit, like so. So now, I also add the all-purpose seasoning, the Vigenta, like that. I also add some tomato paste. Tomato. So add the tomato paste in there. Finish that up. I ain't putting in a lot. It's just that this tomato paste was finished, so I'm just adding the last bit of it. But I would say maybe a tablespoon. Okay. Tomato paste. Okay, so what we want to do now is cook this. Yeah, it's basically done, but I just want to cook it, yeah. So I'm gonna cook it for like 10 minutes. I'm just gonna add some water up in there. That's how it's looking now. So I'm gonna add some water up in there. I'm warming it up in the kettle, and then I'm gonna let this cook for about 5-10 minutes, just as properly cooked. All right, then we're gonna start making the patties. Okay, so now I add a little bit of crushed tomatoes. There we go. About a deciliter of crushed tomatoes goes in there. Okay. Look at how it looks, guys. This is the filling, looking pretty, smelling pretty, and tasting pretty. Alright? That's how you want your filling. I'm just gonna add some water now and just let it cook, yeah? So the meat gets properly done and everything is soft, yeah? Okay, so here we go with the water. Hot from the kettle. Just a little bit so it doesn't get dry. That should be cool. Okay, mix that a bit. Okay, mix that a bit. Mix that a bit. Like that. Right, guys. So now that filling is cooking now, I'm gonna cook it for about 10 minutes, yeah. And when it's ready, I'm gonna put it to the side and let it cool down. And now it's time to start with the dough because it's been resting for a while, and it's time to start making it ready. All right, follow me. Right, guys, so this mix has been cooking for about actually 15 minutes now, and I think it's got the right consistency. So what we gotta do now is take it off the heat and let it cool down. All right, yep, so just take it off the heat and let it cool down. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is add just a little bit of fish sauce, just to get a little of the taste, and a little bit of soy sauce. All right, like that, just a little bit, like half a teaspoon each, because I already put in salt, and I don't want to get this too salty and ruin it. All right, but I think that should be cool. The fish sauce and the soy does wonders in this for the taste. All right. Yeah, that's perfect. Now it's time to start with the dough. Okay. So we just get this place nice and floury. Press that down. Other side too. Like that. Then we get the party started. Finns det någon bra film? Finns det någon bra film? Jag har en bra vecka den här veckan. Jag börjar klockan 3 imorgon. Så jag sovmorgon. Till 9. Sen börjar jag klockan 3 igen på onsdag. Så jag sovmorgon igen. Men sen börjar jag klockan 8. På torsdag. Men jag slutar 3. Sen är jag ledig helgen. Så jag kan vara uppe lite längre. Finns det någon film? Eller för sig, det är ingen idé. Film eller du somnar bara. Man måste frysa den först.
Och sen kavla igen.
Smörbröd. Viker man. Så det konstigt ut.
Nej. Det ser kämpigt ut bara.
So what I do now is add a little bit more butter. And you see, in order to be able to do this with butter, to grate it, you gotta freeze it first. Otherwise you can't do this. Okay, so I'm adding some more extra flavor, some more butter. But just like this, all right? See that? Not too much, because we don't want to get too fat. All right. When you're done this here, just I'm gonna put some more here and fold it again. Okay, that should be cool with butter now. Alright. No more butter for us. Okay. So now we gotta start making the patties. Some more flour on here so it doesn't get so sticky. We don't want you sticky. No. Now we want you kind of flat. Okay, so now it's time to get the 6 patties ready. All right. So I'm just gonna make a cut here, all right? Then I'm gonna make 3 pieces of one, like that. Okay, 3 pieces of one, like that. So these, my people, are the 6 patties, right? So now what we gotta do is get the patties ready, right? So here's patty number 1. Here we got patty number 1. Number 1. Yeah, number 1. Don't want it to sticky. Number 1. Not number 1. Okay. Let's try to get these as round as possible now. Alright. That looks good. Okay, so one thing I forgot to mention in the intro was that I'm also going to use 2 eggs, and the 2 eggs are needed to use as glue when you're gluing the patties together. All right. I got my 2 eggs here, so I just gotta beat these. All right, check it out. Okay, so I need 2 eggs to use as glue. Okay, like that. So now what we gotta do is beat these eggs up. Just eggs, nothing else. No salt, no pepper, nothing. Just a little glue. Okay, and also like icing on the patties later on. All right, before we bake them in the oven. All right. So what I do is take some of this filling, put it in the middle. Okay, something like that. Just put it in the middle. Then what you do is put some of this egg around the edges, like that. Okay, and that's the glue. All right, and then close them, right? that. What I'm also gonna do is cut off the edges just to make them prettier. Like that. Okay. So I cut off the edges, and then, so now I'll take a fork and just press the edges like this to lock them up. All right, you see that? So this is locking it up, yeah, like that. Okay, so that's one patty ready. I'm gonna put it on a plate. So this is one patty ready. I put it on the plate like this, and we get ready for the next one. All right. We're gonna need some more flour here. Okay. Try to get this round. For it not to stick, we need some flour, right? Okay, so I think that's cool, like that. Okay, so now we add some filling. Like that. Then we add the butter, then we add some egg. And around the edges, right? Like that. Then we close it up. Like that. Cut off the edges. Then we take the fork. Had it geared. Then we take the fork and seal up the edges, yeah? Like that. And here, my people, is the second patty. All right, guys, so now we got the patties into this oven thing, and I put some baking paper on it. So now we're gonna add some egg onto here before we stick it into the oven. All right, check it out. Okay, so just add egg all over these to give them a nice color. All right, like that. Okay. So now they're all egged up. All that's left to do, my people, is to stick them into the oven. Alright. Alright, so all the egg is up on there. So now it's time to put them in the oven. Yep. So we just put them in the oven like this, right in the middle. And bake them on 225. Alright. Yes, y'all. So now the patties are ready. They've been cooking for like 25 minutes. Yeah. Woo! Look at the color of those. Alright. That's how my patties are looking now. Alright. So now all they gotta do is cool down. Alright. A little something like this, y'all. Alright. I'm gonna cut one up so y'all can see how they look inside, alright? Okay, so let's see how this is looking, alright? Just gonna cut it in the middle. Let's see how they look inside. Oh my God. Look at that, people. See that? Look at that. Yeah, turned out really nice. So now all that's left to do is to taste these, right? Alright guys, so now it's time to try these patties out. Okay, it's gonna be really interesting to see how these taste. And as you can see, I just made a little quick salad. Tomatoes, cucumber, and like ordinary green salad. Added some olive oil and some black pepper and salt. The salt, yeah. And I got some dips here, whatever you can come up with. I got some garlic dip, some strong dip, and some I don't know, some other white dip here, yeah. So now I'm gonna taste this and see how it tastes. All right. Okay, so let's see. Take a little bit of the patty, dip it in the sauce, and Yep. And imagine, this is my first time making patties. I'm gonna perfect this. Tastes really great. Really fun to learn how to do patties. I love patties. In Sweden we call them Piroger. And you can basically fill them with whatever you want. Yeah. This was really nice, my people. And once again, I want to thank y'all for watching this episode today. I know it was a bit long, but and that's also why it's late. I usually post on Wednesdays, but today I'm posting on a Sunday, right? Because it took a long time to cut. And I had a lot going on around as well, work and everything, yeah? So, I want to thank y'all for watching the Tender Unlimited YouTube channel today. And I'll see y'all guys in the next one. Alright? Take care of yourselves and take care of your loved ones. Alright? Peace.